Ugh. Shouldn't have eaten that peanut butter sandwich. Welcome back to yet another very late achievement guide in Human Fall Flat. Today we're going to be taking a look at the laboratory level, or laboratory, if your name is Dexter. So as always, there are 4 achievements to complete in the laboratory level. First up, we're going to have Cast It Into Fire for 40 gamer score, Throw an Orb into the Lava. Secondly, we have Overachiever for 40 gamer score, in which we need to reach the exit door whilst holding an orb in the launchpad room. Bullseye, again 40 gamer score, hit all the targets without missing a single shot. And finally, KABOOM, 40 gamer score, for completing laboratory. So to get to the laboratory level, we just want to go to play on the main menu, local or online, it does not matter, down to select level, down to extra dreams, and then we'll just head over to the right here and we'll see the laboratory level for us to pick. So as we fall in here, take a look around. We got some lava back here near the start of the level, and we have a door at the end of this walkway. So first up, just head to the door. We'll open it, and on the other side there will be an orb, which we can use to open the next door. But to earn an achievement, we're going to take it and throw it into the lava that we started next to. So just grab the orb off the pedestal, and we'll take it back over to the lava. You can kind of see where I'm going with this. So here at the end of the walkway, all we need to do is drop the orb, look down if you want to, watch it fall into the fiery pit, and after about 30 seconds, you should see the first achievement, Cast It Into Fire, 40 gamer score, throw an orb into the lava. So let's just head back through that same doorway. We'll grab that same orb, but instead we'll just put it on, I don't know, this little activator thing. To free up this pathway so that we can get across. It's kind of like a electric field, invisible wall kind of thing. So moving on to the second room, it looks kind of complicated, but I promise you it's not that bad. First thing we're going to do, hop onto this crane with the magnet on the end of it. Press the teal button, turquoise, whatever color it is. Should turn red. That's going to deactivate that magnet. It'll just kind of save us some hassle later. Go over to the left side, stand on this launch pad, hold your arms out. That way you can grab onto the next platform. Stand in the middle of the next launch pad, do the same thing. And hopefully you have found your way to the first orb of this room. Just on this pedestal here. Jump down, and on either side of this exit door, we'll find some more activators, switches. I don't know what to call these, I don't really know what they are. And we just need one more orb to open up this door. So once again, head over to the crane. Gonna grab onto the left lever and bring it all the way to the right. Just in the middle of the previous platform where we got the orb. And as close as you can get to the platform with the switch on top. Now the next lever we'll just use to raise up the magnet a little bit. You don't need to go too far. And then lastly, we want to turn back on the magnet. So if that button is a bright light blue color, we'll go over and grab the horseshoe magnet that fell off of the crane. That's just in front of the door, and we will walk towards the magnet on the crane, holding it up. And as soon as you're underneath, just give it a little jump. It should carry you up the rest of the way. And from here, we just want to swing onto that platform. Grab onto the switch, flip the switch, and that's going to open up that grate over there, the roof of that little section. Hop back down, climb onto the crane once again. Go ahead and deactivate the magnet, because we will not need the horseshoe magnet anymore. And we'll take the left lever and move the crane all the way back around the room. So it's just over that second orb that we just freed up. Once it is above that orb, press a button to activate it once again. And if you need to, bring down the magnet as well. Give a little suction to it. Make sure the orb is no longer over the room we just got it from. And then just deactivate the magnet so that we can go pick it up. Pick up the orb, and we will place it in the other spot on the left side of the exit door. And that will complete room 2. I always forget how loud this level is. It's extremely loud for no reason. Just make your way through the hallway, open up the next door as well. We come to probably the most difficult room, room 3. So there is a lot going on in this room. The basic premise is that we need to use this launch pad to get 1, 2, 3 separate orbs onto 1, 2, and 3 switches. This one is by far my least favorite room in this puzzle. So let's go ahead and start with the hardest one first. We're going to be going for the orb that is just to the left of number 2. Of the number 2 that's on the wall. So take the lever that is connected to the launch pad, and we are going to align this red laser just to the left corner from the 3. So as you walk in, we kind of want to line it up with the middle of those platform supports. And we're going to get launched over this wall. It will be a pain in the ass. You will probably miss it quite a bit. But we just kind of want to stay in the middle of those 3 dots there. It'll shoot us way up. Sometimes over, sometimes not far enough. And as you can see, I have failed to make it over this wall. If you do fail, it's no big deal. You can always try again. Just head back towards the launch pad and stand on these lit up platforms here. It's kind of like an elevator. It'll just bring you up, no problem. No buttons, no switches, nothing like that. Realign it if you need to, and then just try it again. We'll say this is by far the hardest of the 3 launches. I did make it on top of the wall this time, so I'm just going to jump down right onto this next launch pad. There are 2 launch pads that we need to make sure that we don't miss, so hold your arms out. That way you don't go soaring past a platform. You can just kind of stick to the floor. Once you're here, should be able to jump off, grab the orb. Careful, there is a gap. We'll just kind of wait here for that electric field to go away. Jump down, head up the little elevator side platform that we just used a second ago. And I am very gently going to place this right here. We're going to place this orb right here. Hopefully it doesn't roll around too much. So now that we have an orb, and before we complete any more of this room, we need to make it up to that door with this orb to unlock the Overachiever achievement. It's fairly easy. We just need to realign the launch pad. So just realign the launch pad until the laser is directly under the door. I would recommend grabbing the orb in one hand and keeping the other hand free. That way when we launch up, if you have a chance to save it by sticking your other arm to the ground, I would recommend doing that. So stand kind of in the middle. You got a big shot here. You got a big window of opportunity. But once we make it up here, we'll give it a little bit of time for that achievement to pop. Sit it down, have a coffee. There it is. Overachiever 40 gamer score. Reach the exit door whilst holding an orb in the launch pad room. So with that achievement out of the way, let's grab our orb once again. And we will hop back over to the launch pad. Set the orb down once again. Hopefully it doesn't roll off anywhere. And you can choose any of these locations to place the orb in. It does not matter. You can do 2, 3, or 1. Since I'm already lined up with 3, I'm just going to go with 3 after the Overachiever achievement. So that I don't repeat going back up to the door, I want to take this a little shallower. So I'm going to stand a little bit closer to the front of the launch pad. It worked out better, but not quite, so I'm going to retry that. You're starting to see why this room is definitely not my favorite. Lots of retrying, lots of trial and error. Let's just back up just a smidge. Try that again, and the angle looks good. Let's go ahead and place that in. And that is 1 of 3, and the hardest of the orbs to get. So let's head back up to the launch pad. Back up at the launch pad, we are going to realign it once again. Now we are going to do a full 180 from its position right now. And you might see a little inkling of red on top of that platform up there. There is a button that we want to press. So once you're somewhat aligned with that platform up there and the previous doors that we have walked through, go ahead and stand on the launch pad, maybe towards the middle. There is not a, backboard. It's just the wall. So hold your arms out once again because you may miss it. Stand in front of the button, hit the button. That will open up these 2 cages that the 2 remaining orbs are in. So we once again head back to the launch pad. And let's just align it with the first one to the left. Doesn't have to be perfect. Go ahead and stand anywhere on the launch pad once again. Hold your arms out because you may have to grab onto the cage and you can kind of shimmy your way down to the platform. But we have made it to our second orb. Just fall off and onto this elevator on the side. Place it down just like before while we rearrange the launch pad once again. We're going to be aiming at number 1. Once again, grab the ball or orb in one hand. Keep your other hand free just in case you have a chance to catch yourself. There is a backboard on this platform, so you don't have to worry about falling off if you go too far. Place the orb in, and that is 2 of 3. Ride the elevator back up to the launch pad. We'll readjust it again. Just to the left, aiming at the 3rd orb. And as you can see, I stood way too far back on that launch pad. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab on here to the top of the cage and hold my arms out. And hopefully if you fall shallow enough, you should be able to grab onto that platform as a saving grace. But if you can't, just try it again. I'm going to stand a little closer to the front of it this time. Still went way too high. Not a big deal. I'm going to try a little different method this time. I'm going to kind of slink my way down one by one. Also another option, swing down. Hold my arms out so I stick to the floor. And I'm going to grab that third orb. And guess where we are headed now? If you guessed back to the launch pad, you would be correct. So now all we need to do is adjust the launch pad at the number 2. Don't hit my orb, please. So aim the laser, aim the launch pad at number 2. Go back and grab your orb, and we want to stand kind of towards the back half of this launch pad. There we go. Go nice and high. And if you have landed successfully on the platform, place the orb inside there, and we'll jump back down to the launch pad for the final jump, hopefully. Let's aim this laser, aim the launch pad once again at number 3. We're headed towards the exit door this time, for real. Alright, last attempt, here we go. Stand towards the back once again. If you have made it to the exit door and it is nice and clear, no electric field, just go ahead and open that bad boy up. We'll just open up the next one too. This game's about to get very loud. And we should come into the 4th room with 4 orange windows. So just beneath the windows, there are some like handles that you can grab onto. Grab onto these, pull them out. Sometimes they're a little sticky. So once you have pulled back all the handles, you'll see some platforms raise up out of the ground. Those will become useful here in just a second. And we can now press this red button in front of us. Hear an alarm go off, and this like steel curtain will raise up. And we will be presented with room number 5. So in room number 5, ahead we will see the cannon that we will be using to get the Bullseye achievement to not miss a single shot. But we need to activate it first. We have some power going through the floor here. And we need to fill in these missing shapes. There are 4 of them corresponding to the 4 orange windows in room 4. So climb up any one of these platforms. So it looks like I got the S-shaped one first. We'll just pick that up. And let's head over to another one. Just throw that down there in the middle. We'll be efficient about this. Climb up. We'll grab 2, 1 in each hand. Make it easy on ourselves. But I got the S shape and the C shape. So I got the C shape in my right hand and the S shape in my left hand. Try not to trip over them too much. I believe the C was right here on the front left. Let's look around for the S shape. It is not that one, not quite. Looks like it's going to be back right. There we go. Place that in, and we will grab the 2 remaining little puzzle pieces, we'll call them. So we got the question mark piece. Let's place that anywhere on the floor. We'll come back to it in just a second. Climb up to the last remaining orange window. And we will get this other odd-looking piece. So just grab the question mark and the odd-looking piece. So we'll put the odd-looking piece into the front right. Fit right in there. And we'll take the question mark piece to the back left. Now, with all those in place, we'll see this, the walls on the outside of the cannon come down, and the cannon is ready for us to use. So we're just going to shoot at these orange panels. There are 4 of them. Just take a second. If you're unsure if it's going to hit, it may not. So, got 2 levers here. One's going to make the cannon go up and down. And the other one is going to make the cannon rotate left and right. So we will just aim at one of any of the 4 orange panels. It is kind of tricky to get that laser right on it. You want that laser like right in the middle. That looks pretty good to me. The laser is under the barrel of the cannon, so I like to leave a little bit of extra room on the top. Grab the ball over to the side here. Place it in the back of the cannon. And if you have aligned it correctly, we'll hit the panel, hit the orange panel, turn it green. And we can move on to the next one. There we go. Second shot lined up. I'm pretty confident with that. Let's place the ball in. And we hit for a second time. So if you successfully shoot 2 orange panels on one side, they will open a steel curtain to another room. We're just going to ignore that for now and just focus on shooting these panels, and then we will come back to them. So now over to the right side. Got 2 more orange panels. Just so I don't have to readjust my height, I'm going to go all the way around to the shortest one. And that way I only have to worry about one dimension. I'll bring it down just a little bit. Like I said, I like to leave a little room on the top. Grab that ball once again. Place it in the back of the cannon. Turn green. 3 shots, no misses. And let's aim it at the last of our 4 orange panels. Last panel, here we go. Make sure I didn't hit any levers while grabbing that ball. I think I'm good. Place it in. Hit the last orange panel. We're going to hear a lot of noise from that alarm and that door raising up. And hopefully, the achievement pop as well. And there we go. Bullseye, 40 gamer score. Hit all targets without missing a single shot. Now that that is taken care of, our next objective is to walk into the left or right room. Complete the puzzles in there. It's going to be 1 orb from the left room and 3 orbs from the right room. Let's start off with the left one first because it is by far the easiest. They're both really easy. And this is very close to the end of the game, or end of the level. So climb onto the first platform that you can reach. Wait for it to go all the way up. Don't try to cheat it. Don't try to go too fast, and we'll jump down to the next platform. Wait for that one to go all the way up. Jump to the next one. Wait for these 2. Jump to the next one. I would just say wait until you're comfortable. Don't try to go too fast. You will fall off. You will have to try again. Here we go. Last couple jumps. And we have made it to the one and only orb in this room. Go ahead and jump down. And we'll take a little long walk back over to the cannon. So exiting this room just to the left, we can go ahead and place this orb. And that is that room complete. So moving into the room on the right with all the fans. Good rule of thumb for this level, if you get kind of confused with all the fans and everything, we always want to start at the fans that have a staircase leading up to them. So we'll start with this one first. Get bounced around quite a bit. We have made it to the second of our 4 orbs. I'm just going to drop this down onto the floor. And drop myself down onto the floor. And you could choose any one of these staircases here. I'm going to choose the one closest to me. Jump on in. And we'll kind of get carried around the map here. At this wall, do not grab onto it. You want to kind of ricochet off so that we can grab the second orb in this room, 3rd overall. I'm going to place that again just here on the floor. And we'll head over to the last untouched staircase. Jump into the fan once again. We'll get carried all around the room. And we should end up just in the corner of the wall over here. Let's take the last of our 3 orbs, jump down, put this orb in one hand, and we'll grab one of the other 2 in the other hand for efficiency. So walk back into the main cannon area. We will place these 2 orbs in their respective positions. And then we'll come back into this room and grab that last remaining orb off the floor. And place that one as well to unlock the final room. So like I said, now that those 2 orbs are in place, we have 1 spot missing. We got a free orb on the floor. Alright, grab our last orb and place it in. Once again, you will hear another very loud alarm for the 4th time. There we go. Once that steel curtain is opened, should see a little baby door in front of us. And let's open this door. We'll take a little trip through a hallway with another door. Open that. And we will see a giant orb in front of us. It's a very theatrical music. So all we need to do here, we have a bunch of different platforms all around this big orb in the middle. They all have regular orbs and regular places for the orbs. So make your way to the left side, not the right side. The left side will make this much quicker. Grab the orb and place it in the switch, container, activator, whatever, just next to it. And then we're going to hop into this fan. It'll carry us a short distance to the next platform. To the next orb, do the same thing. Place that guy right in. Stand on the launch pad. Stand on this launch pad. Might even be quicker just to run there. Grab the next orb. Do the same thing. Climb up the stairs. Jump into the fan once again. This one might be a little tricky. You might fall in on this one. Doesn't always work. But if that does happen, like it did to me, You will be back at the entrance to this room, or lack of room. You can really head any direction you want. The left side is quicker if you do use those shortcuts correctly, but it doesn't really matter because you can just walk. So just go around the room, grab the orbs, place them in. So once you have placed the last orb in its spot, start to hear some music. That big orb in the middle will start to rapidly spin. Give us a little laser light show. Nice big old bright explosion. Once the explosion has happened, we can jump into the middle where the lava and the orb was. And hopefully you can make out this button here, just underneath the exit door icon. Go ahead and press that. And the middle will start to open up. So now all we need to do is jump through. And there's our last of the 4 achievements. KABOOM, 40 gamer score for completing laboratory. I really want to have a discussion with the person who leveled the audio, because that level is way too loud for no reason. Well, I hope you enjoy your 160 gamer score and further completion of Human Fall Flat. We still have a few levels left to cover, so I will see you in those videos.